Hello everyone and welcome to the show that lets your voice be heard loud and clear. I'm your host, Juhi Desai. In today's exciting episode of Your Voice, we'll bring you through some of the highlights of a sneak peek into the 2013 New York Indian Film Festival, a chat with the cast of Bunty Burman Presents, the latest press conference for the Indian National Overseas Congress Karnataka chapter, and a message from the Indo-American Pharmaceutical Society. The New York Indian Film Festival, presented by the Indo-American Arts Council, is here again to celebrate the art of film as it relates to the global South Asian diaspora. Let's visit their press conference to meet those who work arduously behind the scenes of the festival and some of this year's selected films. Join Boy Boy as he sits down with some of the selected film's directors to find out more about their work and their excitement about Naif.
So we're here with Feroz Abbas Khan, opening night, Dek Tamasha Dek. How does that feel?
I feel very good. In fact, I'm very nervous because I haven't shown this film to anyone in public. It's the first public screening of the film anywhere in the world. So you know how it is when you're giving birth to a child. I know you haven't experienced that because you were born.
Yeah.
So you would not know. No. But if you've been a father, whenever you become one, and then you see that little thing coming out in this world, and you don't know how the world is going to, be to that little child. So
what do you think their reaction will be?
I don't know, because it's a very different kind of film. And so I'm myself really very, very excited to know how the audience is going to react to this film. It's a very important film for me.
Why is that?
Because I think it says something very important, something that addresses the contemporary concerns of our society. So I think that really, makes it a very important
Did you go through any experience, personal experience that you went through for the...
Well, I think when you make a film, it does reflect experiences that you had over a period of time. Because your work reflects who you are and what you have gone through. So I suppose, yes, not one incident, but there are small incidents that happen all through your life, and a time comes when all that's come together and you find a story through which you are able to express that.
It actually is also a very emotional film. It's about a mother trying to hold on to a daughter from a father who's come back from the dead to take her away. And it's about parents whose marriage has gone wrong, but somewhere the parental relationships works. But at the same time, the scare factor is that one of them is not alive.
So you kind of take your classic Indian movie with the love story, add a big twist, because now, over a course of 100 years, Bollywood and cinema has twisted and turned so much.
Right.
Now we're into horror films where you don't see that. It's very uncommon.
Yeah.
So what's that take when you're one of those films that's pretty much paving the way for the other films to come in such a subject?
Well, I mean, my thing is this. I've been a huge fan of horror since ages. And I'm a big worshipper of Stephen King. I mean, he's a favorite author. And for the longest of time, in India, we've been used to seeing horror films about haunted houses or ugly faces and ancient curses. And I think we need to do something more and make the horror more real. And I think the thing that scares us most in the world is losing a loved one. And that's what Atma's about.
So what, you got Hollywood, but what drove you towards the Indian cinema industry? Why?
Well, it's just more exciting. There's just, not only are there more things that can go wrong, but there are a lot more things that can go right too. So you find people who really make enormous leaps from nothing to huge stars, and it's just a lot more exciting than anything I saw going on here.
I'm from Bombay. I'm a complete Bombay girl, and my film is about a love story between two people, and about keeping love going despite all the problems that you have, which is extremely typical of all big cities of the world. So it's an optimistic, hopeful love story.
So you took, we're here celebrating 100 years of cinema. So you kind of took a twist of your classic love story.
Yeah.
And what's the twist of it?
There's no twist, it's just extremely happy. And I think we can all do with a little bit of happiness with all this shit that's going around all the time.
So you kind of take the viewers at home to a fairy tale dreamland.
It's not fairy tale in terms of gloss and candy floss, but it's fairy tale inside your house, which is more real.
What personal experience, what was your personal drive that made you create this film? What was it? It had to be something that sparked off
Well, I've been in India before. I've worked in India before, but through people that we know who are connected to Manipur, the news came back that people there, and not just men, but women and girls and kids, people of all ages, played American baseball and loved it. So this was a huge hook for someone who's a filmmaker. And an organization here in New York called First Pitch pulled itself together to say, what can we do to help these guys? We got Spalding Baseball involved and Major League Baseball involved. And Major League Baseball sent 2 phenomenal envoy coaches. And the idea was to give Manipur the top of the line of everything, equipment, coaching, and to make Manipur the baseball center of India.
Congratulations to the festival on its 13th year, and best of luck to all the films. It's now time for our first break, but don't go far. We've got lots more to come on the other side.